My name is Ted Huereña. I'm the headmaster of St. Louis de Montfort Academy. The mission of St. Louis de Montfort Academy is to form young men to be the Catholic leaders of tomorrow. We want them to have the spirituality of our patron saint, St. Louis de Montfort. At the same time, we would like to form them into militant members of the church militant. So we want to give them a formation which allows them to have self-discipline and high horizons, and that ideal of learning to serve Holy Mother Church as Catholic warriors. And so our whole program is focused on that, Catholic and militant. You may have noticed that this room has a lot of echo, and the resonance is because this is the chapel, the new chapel for the expansion project. And we're going to have pews in here, we'll have an altar, everything will be completed at a much later date. But right now, we have an empty chapel with a beautiful acoustics. If you take a look at our current chapel, it could only fit about 40 people. So we need a much larger chapel to house more young men who are going to be coming here to the Academy. The chapel, as you will notice, is beautiful there. The former chapel is beautiful, but it's way too small for the number of people that we want to have here at the Academy. The expansion became a possibility for two reasons. We have the donors who made it possible to construct a wonderful new addition to the Academy, which is going to allow us to have some 55 students, which may not sound like a lot, but for us, considering the fact that we came from only 15, it's 3 times the amount plus, right? The other reason for our expansion is because we've noticed in youth nowadays, there is an increase in interest in the faith, as well as an increase in the ideals of chivalry. We have an increasing number coming to our summer camps that are taking place here at the Academy, in Louisiana, in the Midwest. Those camps are increasing in number, and hence the increase in the student body has to be a result of this wonderful grace of love of chivalry and a love for the Catholic faith.
So how did you see the hand of Our Lady assisting in this expansion?
Oh, she was present from the onset. So back about 15 years ago, the Carmelites came to Elisburg, and when they began to pray for us, we expanded. We began our first expansion, which was a school building. The school building was a big step in us going from 25 to 40 students. After that, about 5 years ago, we decided to build a Lourdes Grotto. The Lourdes Grotto was a big step in this whole process, because once we have Our Lady there looking at us, overseeing everything here, then we noticed with her, things began to get better, if you will. So the summer camps began to improve, and everything became much more prospective in that sense for the expansion of the Academy.
So in a certain sense, you could say Our Lady took the mission of the Academy as her own?
Exactly that. She took the Academy as her own mission, her own project, and that's why we have this beautiful fruit of expansion, and I foresee even more expansion after this.
So I hear there's going to be a big inauguration for all the work that's been done. When will let's say, the ribbon cutting ceremony be?
The ribbon cutting is going to be on April 25th at 11:15. And we will be having a great number of people to visit. One of the most notable persons who's going to be able to come is His Eminence, Cardinal Burke. This is going to be a tremendous honor for us to have him here. Another one of the very important persons to visit is a longtime friend of ours, Prince Bertrand of Orléans-Braganza, His Imperial and Royal Highness. Well, with the presence of His Eminence, we will have some 200 people coming for this inauguration. Many alumni will be attending, as well as past parents of the Academy and new prospective students and parents of the Academy. This project is important because as the world becomes worse and worse, and there's a crisis in society and in Christian civilization, and sadly even within the church, we notice that there is an increased interest in the Catholic faith. With that, we see an increase in students and therefore leaders for the future. So it's important that we're able to expand the Academy pure and simply so that we can continue the wonderful apostolate we've been doing for over 30 years.
All right, so a big question is, are there plans to expand even further?
With the grace of God, we are going to have an expansion of a recreation building. This summer, the plan is to start work on a gymnasium, something that we've always needed over the years. For the past 30 years, we've used an old hayloft for our gymnasium. And although it served its purpose, if we grow, we need to grow in places for the boys to play games, to do fencing, to do all the activities that boys need to do. So our next big project is a gymnasium. After that, we're planning on a west wing, which would increase the number of students to some 80, maybe even 100 students if we can put up another building. And of course, that means that we would need to increase the classroom building and other parts of the Academy. After that, we're going to build a new campus up above at the new property that we acquired some 5 years ago.